everyone, your friendly neighborhood cat is back with another Sims 4 house building video. Today we're back in the graveyard doing part 2 of the graveyard build, and I think we just kind of work on the graves and finish up the chapel here. I really honestly did not want to record this video right now. I am just like so incredibly frustrated with my game and frustrated with my laptop that I'm playing it on. I play on a Macbook, and honestly, a lot of people give MacBooks a ton of flack for gaming on them, and I can understand why, because this thing literally crashes all the time, which, hey, that's my fault. I shouldn't have got a MacBook to play The Sims on, but I just, I've always had MacBooks, and I thought it would be better. The last regular computer I had that wasn't a Mac crashed on me in way less than a year, probably only about 6 months of me having the computer. So yeah, I just ended up getting a Mac, and now I incredibly regret the decision. I'm currently doing another build in The Sims, and I'm so excited over it, and it looked so good, and I got it all finished, and I had saved it. I'm not even kidding you. I remembered to save it, and then I just closed the laptop. I just closed my laptop, and I came back to it about a half an hour later, and my laptop would not let me sign in. It just was being really glitchy and weird, and when I opened it up, Sims was closed, but I was like, I'm not too alarmed. It should be fine. I did remember to save it, which I never do. So yeah, I clicked on my game, went back to the lot that I was working on the building in, and nothing had saved. The only thing that had saved was the outside of the building, which literally meant absolutely nothing because I had spent like 3 hours on it. But I'm hoping when I go back to build it, it won't take me as long playing around with like different, knickknacks and photos and pictures. So hopefully that works out, but I am literally just so frustrated. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when I get really frustrated, my back becomes in physical pain, and I'm in the middle of moving right now, so yeah, of course I didn't want to punish you guys by not uploading a video, but it was so tempting because I just do not want to talk right now. And then I started recording this video, and there was a lot of noise going on in my house, so that made me really frustrated too. So just frustrations after frustrations today. I can't seem to get anything right. It's really disheartening. And of course, it kind of sucks too because I really want to upload a part of, I wanted to upload a part of that build sometime this week, but now that is definitely not going to happen. I don't even know if I'll get it done next week. I mean, today was only the real big day that I'd have to be filming. So yeah, little word of advice: if you guys want to get a MacBook for playing The Sims, just don't. Just completely avoid it and get something completely different. Don't get an HP because that crashed on me. But yeah, I'm just kind of taking my frustrations out on this computer. I'm sure once I get a tar disk, it will be fine, but it's just so annoying. I'm just so frustrated about the whole situation, so. But anyways, yeah, we're working on the gates right now. I just kind of upscaled them, and you still can enter the lot even though those gates aren't usable. You can enter the lot through the sides or the front, so that's fine. But yeah, I did a couple things, played around with a few things. It was hard to get that roof on there, so I had to build a makeshift house type thing. And I do change a little bit of this build from where it starts now, so I add some things. And yeah, I think I add a couple more buildings too. That will probably be in the last part. I did pre-record all of this, so, not pre-record it, because this is actually going up the night that I recorded it. So, but when I recorded, building the lot was when I first uploaded the first video. So yeah, it is pre-recorded, but my sound isn't pre-recorded, if that makes sense. So I already have all of these parts sitting around. I just don't know how I'm going to divide them up and how many parts I'm going to put them into, but you guys, I'm sure, will figure that out very, very shortly. But yeah, I really wanted to put this fountain in. I couldn't find a perfect place for it though, so I ended up skipping out on it, which rightfully so. I didn't want it to look really cluttered and out of place, but I'm super happy with how everything turns out anyway. The graveyard, the gravestones are so hard to find, and then I just decided that Oh, I'm yawning. That the fence in the back didn't look good with the graves attached to them, so I had to space it out a bit, which looks fine in the end. And then I add, I think they're called epitaphs, for the aliens, which I didn't know existed. Apparently you also get a different birth certificate with aliens too, which I thought was a little bit cool. And the cheat code that I'm using to get all this like hidden stuff is bb.hiddenobjectson, and on will have a space, so it goes bb.hiddenobjects, no spaces there, and then space on. I'll try to remember to put it in the video here too, so you can see what the actual cheat looks like written out. And I don't think you have to put testing cheats on or anything like that, but I'll make sure to put that in the description below. Another thing that I use, of course, I upscaled objects, which on my computer I just press Command and then the right or left brackets, and that seems to work fine for me. And it works with everything except for, no, actually I think it does work for everything. But when you go to heighten objects, like lift them up, you can't do that with carpets. That's what I was thinking. So I think we're getting into the last minute of this build, and I think I just like dig through trying to find some cool objects. I end up putting that alien tree in there. I thought it looked, I don't know, it matched the aura of that little alien grave area. But I also wanted to, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last video, so I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I wanted each of the graveyard areas to be for a specific thing. Like, I know this is a little bit morbid, but for children one area, pets for the other, aliens for another, adults, elders, etc. So that's kind of what I wanted it to look like. I think it was like Sims 2 or like, I don't know, it was either Sims 2 or Sims 3, where your gravestone or your tombstone would be bigger or smaller depending on how many life points you've had. I'm really upset that they didn't end up doing that. I really wish. That would just make this build so much better, but of course, you know, they can't just transfer everything over from the previous games. That would be a little bit silly, but maybe it will be something to come in generations, I'm hoping. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood cat is back with another Sims 4 video. So before we get started, a quick shout out to Daniel Torres. I hope I didn't